Hey babes, I'm Ray, and let's keep playing Slay the Princess. Uh, got some really good information, a little bit of lore. Um, Obviously we still haven't figured out why we're supposed to slay the princess, but it was getting so late. I'd already been playing for like an hour and a half last night, so I figured it was a good place to end. Uh, and we, let's see. Last night we ended up taking the, what did the achievement call it? The deconstructed damsel to the void. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to call it. So I don't, oh god, do we want to take the blade? You know what? We're gonna try most of the ways without taking the blade first. We're gonna try a very pacifist
The door to the
attempt.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Getting really tired of that narrator saying that.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Jesus. When they said, or when the void thing said that I wasn't gonna remember any of it, I didn't
Don't let it
think.
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Is it possible to do the same thing twice? Hi.
Hey, stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Oh boy.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
I know, she doesn't like it, but like... what's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
It's like Moon Moon all over again. God damn it, Moon Moon. So Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Sus.
Okay, that's weird.
Sus.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't.
Alright, we're gonna go through the same motions that I did last time, and like I said before, I am going to explore almost every option I can get my hands on, because I do really want to see how wide this this net goes.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just...
You have all the explanation you need.
Okay. Let's see if she responds the same way to the eating or drinking.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Yeah, she's really healthy. You know what? Let's see. But I wanted to see you for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I mean, she's making sense.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
But if we hook up, then wouldn't that make me a prince? She's not gonna like this answer, but we're going with it. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Whoa, buddy, we took a big turn from the first time. Oh! Be still, my heart. We are really getting into it.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest.
Ooh.
I'm sure we can trust him.
The opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right?
What?
It's a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed. Is it gonna be fancy inside again?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots, the walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to fight with him about the mirror again. I know what he's gonna say.
The wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm so curious why we look like this.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Do we? Because I'm indecisive as hell.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Excuse me!
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oh, nobody!
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I'm less inclined to believe you're an opportunist and more inclined to believe you're delusional.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Oh my god.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend.
Ooh, she way more animalistic now.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
It's almost like I said that.
Pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Thank you.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
I like the opportunist.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Ooh, it's right in front of us right now.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Never mind, I take it back. He's delusional for sure.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue. Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Can't you get out of those on your own? The chains didn't stop you last time.
Of course. They're nothing.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh my god.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That's sneaky. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I didn't bring the weapon. Get the sense you're not happy with me.
Joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back?
No? Yes? I'm sorry. Let's see.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Oh.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine, because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
No, we're gonna let her out. We have to. I have to try it.
Basically means she's gonna stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Okay, wait, let's explore that one too.
The one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this.
Okay, never mind. Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She's gonna kill me as soon as we get out of this frickin'... Yeah, she's gonna kill me as soon as we get out of the cabin.
Forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Ooh. Ooh, that gave me goose pimples.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going... It shouldn't matter who leads.
Ah!
We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are...
Just go first.
Step out of the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't...
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Yup.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
I'm getting nervous.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
He's succeeding.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? She can't sneak in
And just fall and break your skull.
The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Thank you.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Shut up.
You're not
You
even
fool.
You're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and...
Yeah.
The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
I expected her to get me, but not... Like, I thought we were gonna get out of here first.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
The frog? It was in her nature?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
Damn.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We were never gonna get up those stairs, were we?
Lets out a mocking laugh.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Would I? Would I have? I don't think so.
You would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Ay, 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 shush.
One problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Did she break her back?
So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
What the hell? I am floored. No way.
What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Jesus.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Oh, we're going back in the void. Back in the void. Back in the void. He doesn't respond. That's...
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of I wasn't feeling much of anything. But now I feel... cold.
Just swallowing them whole. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him. Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Aw, I'm kind of getting attached to these voices.
We're going places.
Approach the mirror. Let's take a peek in again. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
When I get back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh yeah! Tell me that!
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Are you the same
As a
being you were
child,
before?
the same as an infant. I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart.
It's an interesting perspective. I kind of like it.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning. I will long,
I'm ready to go back.
but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods,
Interesting.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to try this, because it gave me the option, so why wouldn't I? If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Rude! She stopped me! Okay. Those walls weren't here.
I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
The contrarion, huh?
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Stop calling them pathetic. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will cheat. Yeah.
She will do everything in her. If
Gotcha.
we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Maybe.
Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed.
The cabin.
What are we? Oh.
Wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted, an inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Ooh, okay.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table, the blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Oh,
World-ending monstrosity anyway.
that's smart.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect, and no, I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Very many times, sir.
You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Oh!
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
I mean, it is pretty stressful, my dude.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
I'm really not a fan of this narrator. He's kind of a prick.
Deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good.
So he says.
Now, whenever you're ready,
Yeah. Approach Samir.
you walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cap, but there was...
I wonder if there's anything that actually changes for that.
Isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It would be... Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. It will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. Great. You keep your grip the...
Oh, I'm gonna throw it out the window!
Yes, do it!
This is the kind of chaos I need.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose we'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
I couldn't help it.
Fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm not so
Been there, done that.
This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Worth it.
The door to the basement,
Jesus.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
Okay.
It has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Of course we still threw it in.
A disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I mean, we probably will, but You know, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Don't even have a weapon.
But it was funny!
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to...
The contrarion is definitely my favorite so far. Take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down. Or up. Or maybe sideways.
Okay.
No matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Okay.
You slowly
What's
lose
happening?
the further you go.
What is happening?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself.
Oh, it's getting less, yeah. Are we unraveling?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Whoa! Hey!
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so... blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take up. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Why?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on, and we need to get out of here.
Okay.
This place is making me itch.
Okay. Okay. Is that like all three of my responses? Like the contrarian, the hero, and me? That's gotta be the hero. That's probably me based on my responses, and that's gotta be the contrarian. We're just gonna have to... Yeah! Okay, cool.
Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
What the front door?
What the world looks like. What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
This is warped.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
What is this?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Yep. Cool. That wasn't one I anticipated on getting, but you'll never know. Oh! I was wondering how you got that achievement. Cool. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we... There's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Oh, here we go.
But it feels so bad. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's a mirror.
Okay. You're not messing with us.
Ooh, I've withered. First I grew, now I've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the
I'm ready to go back.
here when it is time for us to meet again.
You know, it always does make me jump just a little bit every time that happens, just because it is so abrupt and it's actually really loud. Spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her. Okay. We have made it through a couple more. I have been going for close to 2 hours this time. I have explored quite a bit, which you probably won't see all of, but I will definitely make sure to share the important bits. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys this time. I'm still loving this game. We are absolutely going to be playing this all the way to the end. I have to see where this goes. I love games that have all these intertwining storylines and endings, and they're just fun for me. So, thanks for watching. I've been Ray. This is a Let's Play. This is Slay the Princess. And leave me a like, comment down below, or subscribe if you like what you see. But I'll see you guys next time. Toodles noodles.